Okay, shut up, Austin Powers music. We are back. We are so back, it might as well not even be funny. Yes, I did just fart. So, as we can see, they've all got skins. We're now in the most exciting part of the game where they all spawn in. We can see already Zanuck is talking a lot of shit. I can't get rid of this HUD. Fuck it, you can deal with it. Cool. We can see that Team Mythmaker are going to go for the invade early. Team Dark Cosmic not 100% ready with their top laner going back top. You can see they're all waiting. They're all waiting for it. But Dark Cosmic do know about the invade. Will they respond to it? You can see this. I don't know why I can see chat. I feel like I'm slightly doxing them here. A good bit of poke on Darkseid early. Is it going to be the first blood for Team Mythmaker? And it is. It's going to be the first blood for Team Mythmaker. And that's 3 kills already with 2 going to Mythmaker. Oh, and it's another one. It's 2-all to both teams. And it is 3 kills to Team Mythmaker. And they've somehow fucking evened the odds even more. I don't even know what to say. We've got 7 kills, a minute 38 into the game. And meanwhile, top lane are just farming. They're just farming. That's currently what we've got going on here. Anyway. We got Zanuck here getting off to a normal start of his jungle after the chaotic fight that just came through. Meanwhile, Darkseid is doing the exact same thing. They're mirroring each other's jungling patterns here. A good bit of poke from EOP on Shadow Wizard here. He hasn't left with a lot of options other than to stay under tower here. In the bot lane, we've got another push lane again. Can we see Polter and Sailor Princess pushing this any further back? Who knows? Not fucking me, that's who knows. Absolute Radiance has been left to his own devices to continue to farm whilst Ziffy walks back to lane. Zanuck is continuing to farm, and we have a big fight going on mid lane with Shadow Wizard being left at 1 HP. Eope has just popped his pot. And a lovely bit of poke from Shadow Wizard there. They do just be a nice little bit of poke. Shadow Wizard not deciding to go further with it. We've got Darkseid coming in with a gang. And Darkseid takes out Eope for the nice clean-up kill in the mid lane. And then typing drive-by. In the bot lane, we've got a still pretty balanced lane. They are both farming. Meanwhile, Zanuck is in his jungle, farming up, getting ready for his level 6, where his ganking potential becomes absolutely unreal. Okay, I'm going to need you guys to stop typing in chat. We've got Polter nearly being taken out in the bot lane. Polter gets taken out, leaving Sailor Princess 13 to fight on her own. Bihu backs, leaving Sailor Princess and Ivano on their own. It may be worth noting Ivano is an ex-challenger player. In the mid lane, we have a potential gank from Zanuck, who walks through and taxes some XP. Meanwhile, top lane are still just farming. Bot lane are doing a nice push up to the tower there, with Polter checking the ward. They Team Mythic Maker do know Mythmaker. I don't fucking know what their names are. I'm just sort of reading this off the top of my head. I don't know what the fuck's on here. So Shadow Wizard is 1 HP again, and we get a jump on by Zanuck, who does not manage to do it. And Absolute Radiance is lagging for some reason. It doesn't matter. He's not got into one fight all game. His ping is normal again. Bihu fending off Team Dark Cosmic, leaving them to click on their map and move, maybe? Sailor Princess is going for Zanuck, and Darkseid takes it out to get the premium KS. Top lane are still farming. It's a pretty interesting matchup they've got going on top lane, because Nautilus is a tank, and Pantheon isn't very good early game at taking out tanks. We've got Absolute Radiance backing now. And the bot lane is still pretty pushed under, with Mythmaker putting a lot of pressure on Dark Cosmic to get through. And they seem to be spending most of their fucking time typing instead of actually playing the game. It's a very, very push lane, mid lane, with Shadow Wizard not pushing up far enough for any decent ganks. Meanwhile, Leopi is just farming away. Zanuck is continuing his farming push. We join him yet again, farming the chicken. Not a lot is going on now. Dragon is up. No one's done it yet. There's a spam, there's a question mark in the mid lane. There's a care ping in the top lane. For some bizarre reason, there is a ward in the middle of the river. Tom Kench uses his ability, goes in, misses. I need a burp. Okay, I'm good. Ah, fuck, I missed the kill. Shadow Wizard, man, I was trying to focus on my burp. Oh, holy shit. Gaming? Absolute Radiance trying his best to fight off Ziffy, who is pushing on him hard. Which is gay as fuck. The poke is returned, and they are now on even playing ground, with Ziffy now being 1 HP. Absolute Radiance has got some free reign to farm now, whilst Ziffy backs. Darkseid has just taken the bottom side Scuttle Crab. Just thinking what to say, really. I'm going to have a puff on my vape, I think. Darkseid is beginning to take the dragon, which is better late than never, I would say. Oh, someone's died again. Holy shit, how do they do this in fucking, like, the LCS and shit like that in Worlds? Like, how do they just know what's going on? I can't pay attention to everything. I've got a mini-map to go by. They've got, like, government agents. And Team Dark Cosmic... Look, it's Jin's mask. You see that guy's game Easter egg? I didn't realise that. Meanwhile, mid lane having a peaceful time farming, whilst the Oppie is roaming, which, although it gives Shadow Wizard the opportunity to farm up a bit, it is not good, because if Quinn starts roaming and getting kills, it's going to be a very painful game, as late game assassins ain't great, especially when their team are going to be filled with tanks. They won't have the one-shot potential on most of the team. And mid lane they go in. The kill is denied by Darkseid, who comes in and stops the fight from happening. However, the red team has just slain. English is my second language. And the fight goes in between the jungler and the top laner, with Zanuck going down in the meanwhile, with Ziffy fighting with the top lane, and Quinn has come to join the party. I don't know. Someone else died. Lou, I hope you're enjoying my commentary. I ain't got a fucking clue what's going on. Ziffy backs off to safety and leaves Darkseid and Shadow Wizard to push the wave up. However, he doesn't back. Shadow Wizard has backed away, and Ziffy has managed to get the kill on Darkseid. I hope someone's question mark in here. There was some foul player miss there. Meanwhile, Rengar is still farming. With Iopi is back mid lane now, with a few bits more XP under his belt. I don't know, these are just League of Legends characters. Thank you, Lou. I really appreciate that. And I don't know if you're still here, Beth. I didn't know you were here. Sort of crazy. Oh, Quinn has activated her ultimate, which means she can move quicker. Yo, can people stop typing? Oh, pardon me. Seiya Princess assisting with the attack on the OP mid with... Holy fuck, that was clean. What the fuck? With Shadow Wizard using his barrier to defend against the tower shot, which I didn't think was even a thing, but apparently it is. But Zanuck is coming in. Zanuck has dived. Zanuck is dead. Zanuck is fucking dead. Absolute Radiance and Pult are now going on Ivano. Taking out Ivano, which is huge for them, because now they have bragging rights because they killed a challenger player. Using the Blast Cone at 11 minutes, the ultimate power play in this elo. Polter is still farming the bot lane, but he has noticed a Bihu is watching from a distance. Will he be able to do anything? And this is sort of what I was talking about earlier with the tanks. They're not going to be easy to kill with squishy ADCs like that. As you can see, Polter's being absolutely annihilated. Polter has got absolutely no way to fight against this. I don't care about the other kill. This is entertaining as fuck. And Polter goes down to Bihu, the annoying tank. Meanwhile, we have a question mark, a spam question mark, on Darkseid, who is currently taking the Scuttle Crab. I don't know who actually got the Scuttle Crab there. Obviously, it was Darkseid because, you know, Vex doesn't have Smite. And Ivana goes down again, with Bihu finally being taken out by Darkseid, but not before Rengar jumps on him. Will they be able to clean it up? No, they have to leave it there. They have to leave it there. They must not pursue this any further. And finally, he goes down. I can't remember who the fuck was playing Rengar. Hang on, not Rengar. Darkseid goes down and hits him with the Get Bugged, which is a weird flex considering he just died. Meanwhile, Shadow Wizard's being taken out by Ziffy in the mid lane. No one is aware of their surroundings. As you can see already, Ziffy is becoming a mega problem with his very, very tanky stature already. He built like a fridge. And in the meanwhile, Polter takes out Zanuck. But Absolute Radius isn't going to get away with it so easily because there's 3 people on him. It's a 3v3 fight that does not end well for Absolute Radiance, who does go down in the meanwhile. I believe they're going to get away to safety here. And they do get away to safety, but not before Darkseid goes in. Darkseid aiming to take out Ivano here. Darkseid takes out Ivano, but then dies in the process. Could this be worth? Maybe it's worth. Maybe it's Maybelline. Polter goes down as well. This has officially become not worth. Seiya Princess takes a good old tongue from Tom Kench, who does go down. And now Iopi is using that assassin status to try and get a few pokes in on Team Dark Cosmic, who are honestly doing better than I thought. I've only just looked up at the scorecards. Ivano flexing the sub gap on Seiya Princess 13, I think. Maybe. Oh yeah. She's the ADC. No, she's the support. A rose goes up. Everyone walks past it. There we go. Seiya Princess 13 finally gets the rose after walking past it. Ivano is getting absolute backshot, but it returns one singular auto to Polter, who is now half health. This is, again, the problem with having ADCs and squishy people in the game. And Ivano gets taken down by Darkseid, just roaming the jungle, just having a great time. And now Iopi goes for Darkseid. Iopi has got a strong stature on him, and Iopi takes down Darkseid with that assassin swagger. Polter chucks an ult. Maybe if you look out your window, you might see it coming past your house. Absolute Radiance gets absolutely sandwiched by all, well, 4 now of the members of Team Mythmaker. The game is too difficult to tell. The gold difference is negligible. Dark Cosmic have 1 tower to no towers. My hand hurts from clicking. Oh. Meanwhile, mid lane, we have Polter and we do have Sailor Princess 13 standing their ground. Bihu walks in, shows his presence in the mid lane, with Iopi doing the exact same, but Iopi having the stopping power to potentially one-shot one of these players. They're walking down towards Dragon. They see the Darkseide's doing the Dragon, they jump onto Darkseid. They continue doing the Dragon, but 2 of Team Dark Cosmic are waiting there. Will they be able to take the Dragon in time? And Dark Cosmic have slain the Infernal Drake. No singer guy. Meanwhile, Polter has slayed Ivano. Shadow Wizard has slain Bihu. This game is becoming too close to call. I need to take another vape. Oh, I didn't even have to click. I could have just clicked and kept it there. Absolute Radiance trying to make a play onto Zephy, who was coming to face check him. He doesn't follow through with it. I believe he can. He sees him backing. He stops the back, but he doesn't realise that Iopi was waiting for him the whole time. Silly bastard. Meanwhile, Ivano is just roaming. He's just minding his business. Sailor Princess 13 waits in the bush. She chucks an ultimate Iopi, potentially saving her life there, as Iopi would have done mega damage to her. Iopi now popping his ult, going back on the prowl, looking for Team whatever the fuck, Dark Cosmic. I can't remember the fucking name of them now. Shadow Wizard going in for a 1v1 with Bihu, which is not going to work out well for him, because as you can see, the stupid amount of fucking health that this guy has. Polter coming to take on the fight, but Shadow Wizard has been swallowed. He's no longer been swallowed. Oh, he stuns him. He gets him out of there. He shields. Will they be able to take him down in time before he takes down anyone else? And Polter taking out Zephy. No, not Zephy. Whoever the fuck is playing Kench. Meanwhile, Ivano is still farming bot. With Darkseid going in there. Will Darkseid kill him? Will Darkseid finally take out the challenger player again? And Darkseid manages to do it. The push continues mid, as Team Dark Cosmic continue to 3-man push mid-wave. Whilst Sailor Princess 13 goes on a rose clearing spree. Like she's gone shopping. Zanuck has flashed over the wall. A bold move to get... And then he, for some... Okay, he didn't actually do that. I was going to say, if he just hex gated through that, that would have been fucking crazy moves. A W sent out by Sailor Princess 13 to ward off Bihu to stop him from going in. Bihu goes in anyway, taking out Darkseid. With Absolute Radiance taking out Iopi as revenge for his teammate dying. Bihu taking absolutely no damage, but he seems to be flashing away. He's scared of the long-term damage that Team Dark Cosmic are going to do. They finally take out Bihu in an absolute clusterfuck of a fight. With Shadow Wizard being taken out by Ivano. Ivano going down. Zephy runs away from the fight, knowing his damage cannot follow through. Zanuck plans his next move. Probably he's going to go farm Raptors or something. Zanuck jumps in on Absolute Radiance, taking out a lot of his health, but it doesn't work out for him and he dies in the process. And now a time of quiet whilst the players back and regroup for their next strategy. We are 20 minutes in. There is a 2k gold league on the side of Team Dark Cosmic. An ult sent up by Sailor Princess 13. Some people died. It's so difficult to pay attention to a lot of these things going on. It's not like an actual Worlds game where they're like one thing's happening every 45 minutes. Like these guys are perma fighting. Absolute Radiance. That went quiet for so long though. Did you see that? I was just full on fucking chilling there. Shadow Wizard fighting off Ivano using his ult. He isn't going to have the damage to follow through with it. With Ivano missing his ult. And then Darkseid ghosting for some reason. Probably not any need to ghost there. Akatan is going to say some racial slurs. With Sailor Princess 13 hitting the ult on Bihu, but it just isn't enough damage to take him out, and Bihu escapes. Will Bihu get away? They're continuing to put pressure on him, with Polter turning up to join 3-man on top of this bloke. And Zanuck, in the meantime, has slayed... no, Darkseid slayed Zanuck. Yeah, that's what I meant. Meanwhile, Ziffy is biding his time in the top lane, pushing it and getting his farm up. However, Team Dark Cosmic are coming up towards him. Maybe they plan to stop his back. They won't have the time to put that in. That was quite near to something racist, none of these said then. I don't know why that happened. So Princess 13 goes on a blind ult. Where will it go? And it hits Bihu. Ziffy stands around the Herald area, maybe hoping for his team. He wards over the wall. He's waiting for Team Dark Cosmic to go for the Herald. Ivano and Ziffy standing mid, with Polter for some reason just fucking walking into them! And Polter takes out... Well, I don't fucking know. You guys saw the fight. I don't need to tell you what happened. You could see it. There was some killing. And meanwhile, Iopi is using that assassin strength to his advantage, not before being taken out by Polter. Meanwhile, Absolute Radiance is unstoppable. Bihu has slain Darkseid. Absolute Radiance and Shadow Wizard continue to push the mid wave in, hoping to take maybe the second tower here. They have got 3-man deep on the middle tower. Maybe they will take it down. They will take it down. Rengar is respawning in 4 seconds. Kha'Zix is respawning in 7. I believe they could be wanting to go for either the Dragon or Herald here. Absolute Radiance takes an absolute power move. I take the chickens. Not before Ivano steals a big chicken, claiming his authority back. Ziffy and Bihu go for Absolute Radiance, who was caught off guard, but not before he tries to fight Ivano, and 4-man Absolute Radiance gets annihilated by Team Mythmaker. Out of place, out of time, out of money. Meanwhile, Mythmaker are 5-man now going on the Herald. No one can stop him. Shadow Wizard attempts to ward him off but fails, with Team Mythmaker taking the Rift Herald. However, Team Dark Cosmic take the Dragon in return. Meanwhile, they are still 5-man mid. Are they going to attempt to make a push out of this? They only have 2 of Dark Cosmic in the mid lane. They do summon the Rift Herald mid, and it's going to be up to Dark Cosmic to try and stop the Rift Herald from pushing down all the way to their spawn. The Grubs have spawned in with it. They continue to keep the push going. Darkseid, I believe, is waiting to do something sneaky here, with a big team fight popping off. You guys can see it. I'm not commentating over all of this shit. Bihu slays Darkseid, which again comes back to this mega problem we've got with Absolute Radiance hopping with his ult mid. Will they manage to get any kills from it? With Bihu saving Iopi from that there. Bihu continued to go in on the Shadow Wizard. He's putting the dick down on him. He's hoping to get that final lick to get him in. He manages to flash away and not kill any of them. The teams have some downtime now whilst they wait for their items and whilst they all wait to respawn. You'll have to excuse the random cam left there. I'm going to have another drink of Diet Coke, which is the sponsor of... No, it isn't. Lovely balls. Okay, we're so back. Ziffy fighting Darktide there, who ghosts away with Polter being chased down by Bihu, who changes his mind. Yeah, Pepsi Max is good, but I'm sort of on Diet Coke spree at the moment. With a major fight going on under the bot tower, with Saiya Princess 13 being taken out, and some other people. Basically everyone died there except Dark Cosmic. Pardon me. Thanks for the likes, Mia. Oh yeah, they killed Akatan or something. I don't know. I stopped paying attention. As back and forth as it may be, Team Dark Cosmic have a 19 kill lead over Team Mythmaker with a 1.1 there and a 2k gold lead on them. This game could really go either way, because late game I feel like that Mythmaker are going to have it. But Dark Cosmic do seem to have the short-term trade value to maybe win this. Absolute Radiance just absolutely aura farming in the mid lane. Absolute Radiance jumps on the Oppie, who still has that unreal Quinn strength, and he does get taken out by 4, well now 5 out of 5 of Team Mythmaker, with Darkseid jumping in and getting a kill on the Oppie and getting a kill on whoever their jungler is. I don't remember. They continue going with the fight. Darkseid is ready to take out the rest of their team. Sorry, I just keep burping. They take out Bihu. Polter takes out Bihu. Polter, the handsome Indian boy. Saiya Princess chucks out an ult through. Doesn't hit anyone. Life goes on. Team Dark Cosmic do attempt to push in and get the first inhib, which is going to be huge for them because the super minions aren't going to be able to be killed by a team full of tanks. They do have Ioppie's damage, and Shadow Wizard does get killed in the trade here. They do potentially get the inhib, however I do believe they're going to be able to clear the wave. We have Zanuck ulting in, potentially wanting to go for one of the squishier members of the team, with a huge ult by Polter that doesn't go anywhere. Ivana goes in and does get taken out in the process. With Absolute Radiance being jumped on by Zanuck, Zanuck is ready to go back in, however he's not going to be able to get the chance because Ziffy chases Absolute Radiance out of his range, but the fight does continue. Ziffy goes for him and Absolute Radiance picks up the kill on him, with Bihu being absolutely on a rampage here and taking out Absolute Radiance. Darkseid does manage to get a kill on the absolute tank of a team that is Mythmaker. This could really, really go any way now. It is basically A-Round. It's just like open world A-Round. It's like if they made the Red Dead Redemption 2 map an A-Round map. Saiya Princess for some reason sends another mid ult and it still does not hit anyone. Shadow Wizard flashes on Ivano, ults, and walks off, just asserting his dominance towards Ivano, letting him know that he can do a lot of damage, but maybe not enough to kill him. Zanuck runs in, he uses his Hex Spell to try and gain a bit of speed. For some reason, doesn't realise that uses his ult, so he is no longer an ult. Ioppie tries to go for them, and he does get taken out. He gets absolutely fucking deleted. Ivano walks around mid. Saiya Princess sends another ult. They continue farming up a bit. Objectives are up. Ivano goes towards Darkseid, and Darkseid is not going to... No, Darkseid... Oh my fucking god. Okay. Either way, that was very insane by Ivana. I don't know how he stayed alive for so long. Everyone died. They had a fight and everyone died. Dark Cosmic have taken the Drake. And they have now got Hextech Soul. If anyone knows League, they know what it does. I don't have a clue. Probably something good because it's a Soul. Polter roams up to top lane. To potentially, he's going to farm up. He's going to get some of his farm up to get him to his late game build. Eope continues farming up top. Saber Princess uses her Oracle to try and get some of their vision gone. She doesn't move. She's maybe waiting to see if someone teleports a ward onto her head. Now they're both waiting in the bush for some reason. And there we go, Saber Princess ult up mid that does hit Ivano and does half of his health for some reason. Oh, some people died again. We are on track in 4 more kills to have a 100 kill game in the Suzu Curtain Call tournament. The first ever. May that be. Maybe the last ever at this rate. And Darkseid does go in for Ivana but misses out and does get taken out in the process. However, Saber Princess gets the kill on Ivano, but not without Bihu chasing them down to try and clean him up. He just doesn't have the speed to keep up with them, and with Ash's W slowing power, there is absolutely no chance of any sort of catch-up. And E to just flex dominance on them. Shadow Wizard hitting a Q onto the Bihu, and Bihu goes down. He got a bit too greedy there. Zephy gets the Sonar ult, which stops him from getting any further into getting the kill. And Eope comes in and absolutely slays Polter. And Zanuck goes in for Wizard and does not manage to get him. Meanwhile, Zephy's still stood there because he knows on his own he ain't going to be able to do an awful lot. Absolute Radiance goes in on Zephy, potentially getting the kill here, but not without Wizard getting taken out. No, he doesn't get taken out by Ivano. He manages to... And then he barriers really late for some reason. I agree, Polter. What was that? But we have reached over 100 kills of this game. Meanwhile, Ivano is going to take out Absolute Radiance. No, never mind. And Bihu takes out Absolute Radiance in the kill steal spectacular, with Darkseid taking out Ivano finally after his somewhat late game comeback. Some comments were filtered to protect the community's experience. I'm glad you guys thought that there was a problem. Eope's going to the bot lane to farm up. Meanwhile, Saber Princess, Polter and Wizard stand mid lane, protecting them from pushing any further. Zanuck is farming up even more. Another bit of quiet time in this very action-packed game. It won't last for long. There will be another fight soon. We just know it. It's like an ape will eventually go mad. You know, that sort of theory. And Wizard does get caught by Eope, but it doesn't matter. With Zephy going down from the overextend, with Zanuck coming behind Team Dark Cosmic, but he does pay the price for it, as he did not wear a rubber. Ivano goes down. Shadow Wizard gets taken out by Eope, who will get away with his life here most likely. And he does take out Eope with the ult. Zephy is still fighting mid. Polter not being able to do enough damage, but they do manage to get enough damage to get the kill. Could this be the end of the game? They've got the damage, but they may not have the teammates. We have Darkseid farming up top, trying to get a bit more of a power spike. We have another Saiyan Princess ult that hits Bihu. Polter manages to get the kill on Zanuck in the mid lane, which I wasn't really paying attention to. And Absolute Radiance spotters Ivano. Will he go for it? He knows that Darkseid's with him as well, but will he be able to? He jumps away from the danger. And Iopi jumps behind. He's now outnumbered. Darkseid is stood there. Saiyan Princess uses her ult, with Wizard getting the ult on Ivano, but it doesn't matter because Kench gobble, 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 gobble. And a slight bit of casuality now, whilst they wait. And I'm going to have another vape. Stretch my hands, yawn. What a game. What a game. Bihu and Polter having an intense battle mid. Polter puts out enough damage to take out Bihu. Ivano and Iopi is putting a lot of pressure on Polter and Saiyan Princess. But I don't know, I just fucking watched him take the buff and I didn't say a single thing. What an interactive bit of content. And Team Mythmaker do manage to take out the Elder Dragon, which could be absolutely catastrophic for Team Dark Cosmic. With Ziffy going in on Saiyan Princess, he's got the damage. Will he follow through with it? And he does. He takes him down, taking these 329 gold bounty on her head. With Absolute Radiance walking up. Will it work for him? He does get stunned by Ziffy, but they manage to get the damage back on him. But Ivano stands in the backline and does lots of damage. What a bit of interactive commentary there. He does a lot of damage. Yeah. And Ziffy has taken an absolute beating from Team Dark Cosmic, who do manage to take him out. Meanwhile, Ivano backs, most likely gets tempted to buy an item or something. Iopi does have that thing where you get a shield. It's a lethality item, I think. I can't remember what it's called. But he has that. Zanuck continues farming his jungle, maybe of a lack of things to do. And this is huge now. Team Dark Cosmic are going for the Baron. But however, Team Mythmaker are not far behind. They are aware that they're doing it with a ward onto the Baron, and they do step away from it, stopping the Baron, potentially pushing another fight, with a Saiyan Princess ult coming past your window again. Iopi is putting a lot of pressure on Absolute Radiance, with Bihu going in there, but not before Polter puts a lot of damage down on them. Iopi kills Darkseid, and then he kills some other dude. He kills Wizard with a Polter ult that goes absolutely nowhere. They continue putting the fight on. They're killing Zanuck with Bihu's little fucking under the ground burrowy thingy getting cancelled. Not before Saiyan Princess ults up the middle of the map again. With Ziffy not taking any shit, he continues farming. He's got a lot of health. Big old fucking tanky boy. Iopi goes into mid and takes out Polter with almost absolutely no time in between the jump and the kill. Polter is having Wi-Fi issues, I believe, if I am judging his message correctly. Meanwhile, they have some more quiet time whilst they back. I'm going to yawn again. I've been at work since 6 o'clock this morning. I'm fucking knackered. Literally been in Bath City all day today. I'm fucked. Ivano, meanwhile, takes the red buff. Maybe hoping to get that burn, which he already does so much damage with. And for some reason, Zanuck feels the need to take it. It is a long ass day, but I agree to do it, so I can't really complain too much. Darkseid taking the weird purple scuttle crab. Zanuck using his Yomus. Darkseid being jumped on by Zanuck, who does take him out. feel like they're just glory killing at this point. I don't feel like there was any benefit to it. Meanwhile, Absolute Radiance is wandering around the bot side jungle. Saber Princess stops the wave, pushing in on the bot tower. Oh, holy fuck. Oh yeah. Team Mythmaker do take the Baron, which could be potentially huge for them. They took the Elder Dragon, now they're taking the Baron. Darkseid has not been as hot on the objectives this game as usual. However, could it be a jungle diff, or could it just be the teams clashing in a way that stops him? They do attempt to fight mid with Ivano, with Polter being taken out by Bihu. Thanks again, Mia. They continue. Dark Cosmic attempt to push back. Shadow Wizard missing his ult. Not before Xanath gets taken out by Darkseid. They are pushing back against Bihu, who is doing a lot of damage. But will he do enough damage to stop them? And he does not do enough damage. Being taken out. And a Saber Princess ult that hits something that doesn't go anywhere. Ivano gets away. And Iopi takes a kill on Darkseid again. Iopi takes blue side's ability with another Saber Princess ult. She could be hacking. Oh no, there's a ward there. What an idiot! Zephy continues walking around. He's full health now. He is ready for a fight. Ivano roams around mid. They do have Baron minions. They're going to have a lot of a stronger push now. There's currently 131 kills in this game, with 80 of them going to Team Dark Cosmic and 51 of them going to Team Mythmaker. Team Mythmaker do have a 4k gold advantage on Team Dark Cosmic. However, is it going to be enough to win them the game? They're emoting. They're accepting the fun that this game is and what this tournament has been so far. Team Dark Cosmic are waiting to do the Elder Dragon. They can see the Bihu's put a ward on it, and they are trying to stop Team Mythmaker from going for it. They attempt to put a little bit of poke on there, put a bit of pressure to see if they can get them to move away. I believe they want to do the dragon themselves, but it's going to be very difficult because you have people like Ivano and Bihu who are going to fight any given opportunity. And as I said, that Bihu does go in, with Ivano jumping in on Team Dark Cosmic. People dying everywhere. Everyone's dying. With Iopi getting a triple kill, will he make it a quadra? And he doesn't. He gets away. And they attempt to now go on to the Elder Dragon. I believe they may take the Elder Dragon. They do manage to get it. Not before Absolute Radiance jumps in and gets a kill on Iopi. He carries on with the fight and he is putting his ground up. He takes out Ziffy. He carries on. Is he going to take out Bihu? And he doesn't take out Bihu, but a two-man takedown from absolutely nowhere for Absolute Radiance there. Really showing late game Pantheon gameplay there. The Elder Dragon does reset, and it might be up to Bihu to go back and regroup his team to go back and take the Elder Dragon. He changes his mind about backing. He uses Warmogs to get his health back. And a little bit of a notice there. Ivano has bought QSS. He's ready for any CC that Team Dark Cosmic may put onto him, with a slow push going on here mid. Bihu's still standing his ground in the mid lane. Polter is currently experiencing 10,000 ping. I feel like that should be on a record for someone somewhere. Shadow Wizard carrying on pushing mid, with Bihu attempting to push back. Team Mythmaker are starting the Elder Dragon once again. Not about Darkseid having a complete understanding of what's going on around them. They can see that the Elder Dragon is not there with Sailor Princess Ult missing everyone. They kite the dragon out just so Team Dark Cosmic can't get it, with a bit of vision by Sailor Princess. And I do believe that Team Dark Mythmaker are going to get the Elder Dragon there. With Bihu going in, he believes he now has a strength. He has the Elder Dragon buff. Eope has slain Absolute Radiance. He came back from the dead just to die again. Eope has popped his ult, but he used it on taking out the minions. Bihu's taken absolute pounding, but it just doesn't matter. He is too tanky. They are now in Team Dark Cosmic's base, and they do take out an inhib. Eope goes in, and he does manage to take out Wizard. Bihu goes under their tower. Potter takes out Eope. They do, remember, Team Mythmaker do still have the Elder Dragon buff here. They have got the advantage, and they are in their backyard. A Sailor Princess on Ivana that does get QSS, meaning he can just walk away. And Baron has just spawned in. We are currently 46 minutes into this fight. The current time for me is 11:40 at night. I'm fucking knackered. Meanwhile, Darkseid roams around the jungle, potentially looking for someone to jump on to get an easy kill. He just narrowly misses the vision, but however, Bihu has seen him and he's going to jump on him, with Darkseid being taken out by Ivano. With Absolute Radiance taking out Zanuck in the top lane. Absolute Radiance just has such assassination power this late in the game. However, is it going to matter? As Team Mythmaker do seem to push down the mid, but Sailor Princess takes out Ivano, who seems to be, unironically, an underdog here, who started off with quite a slow game, but later in the game he has built his way up. And I do believe that, judging from the chat, they are going to be joining the normal voice chat to all just talk to each other in this absolute ARAM of a final match, with Bihu taking out Absolute Radiance. I think now they're all just going to join the main VC, which I can't join, by the way. I haven't been given permission to join it, so I'm going to sit here in my lonely little room with the door shut, talking to myself. And you, Lou, I'm going to be talking to you as well. You're the only interactive person here. Eope roams around the jungle, potentially looking for someone to take out. Darkseid may have made the wrong mistake by going to farm. He's used his ability, and he does take out Darkseid quite easily with the Poro emote to accompany it. A Sailor Princess up comes past your window again. Shadow Wizard goes for Eope, but he's not going to stand a chance with Eope's pure stopping power this late in the game. But he does manage to get away as he is covered by 3 people. With the Sailor Princess, that's Flash W. Unfortunately, doesn't hit. She does hit another ult, which goes in, and she does manage to take down Eope. Oh, also, Zephy's fighting, and Potter does manage to take out Zephy. Ivano and Zanuck do seem to be closing in on them, potentially looking to stop them. At the moment, they're waiting, potentially going to jump one of Team Dark Cosmic. Zanuck sneaks into a bush close to them, maybe looking to jump one of the squishier members of the team. Bihu warding them in with his long-ass tongue. They have got vision on Zanuck. He cannot hide in there. Team Dark Cosmic jump on Ivano. Ivano manages to get away through Tom Kench with Bihu using his shield. Will Ivano be taken out? Polter managed to get another kill. Absolute Radiance takes out Ivano. And Zanuck takes out Sailor Princess 13. With Wizard taking out Zanuck, getting him out of the game. This is just going to go on for too fucking long. Nothing is happening. The respawn time is now 67 seconds, closer to 70. And there's just so much going on. There is now 154 kills in this game. Maybe, I can't count. But Team Dark Cosmic are pushing the mid lane. Eope does have that weird shield thingy that I keep forgetting the name of. But now with their pure attack speed, they are going to push a lot in the mid. Are they going to get the mid inhib? With Absolute Radiance pushing up a lot more, showing that he has got the damage. They do manage to take out the middle inhib. Will that be the end for them, or will they keep pushing any further? Zephy has got a lot of health. He's going to be very difficult in a fight because Nautilus does still do a lot of base damage. Eope comes out with his ult, and he manages to get missed by Polter, who uses his ult to get away, and they do slay Eope with the Sonar heal coming in handy to stop Polter from dying to the Ignite. They do push up further. It is now 2 tanks and a Navano, with Bihu going in on the Team Dark Cosmic and then escaping very narrowly with his life. They do see Zanuck, but it's too late because he manages to take out one of Polter's lives here. Going back in, he goes for Ivano again, and he does get slain this time. But Ivano does get killed by the Sonar ult, and then for some reason they go back in again. Absolute Radiance is exhausted. He's now swallowed. He's just chilling. They're fighting, I think. Absolute Radiance manages to get over his life, but not before Bihu chases down. He's decided he wants the kill, and he's going to go for it. With Darkseid putting all the damage he can into slaying Bihu, and he does. With now they're turning their attention to Zephy, who just isn't going to go down. Say a Prince Assault has come past your window. Zephy does get taken down by Absolute Radiance, who has really shown the late game comeback of this player. With Zanuck using his Zonyas, will it be enough to get him away from the fight? And he doesn't manage to get away from it. However, he gets very close to killing them. And will Team Dark Cosmic end the game here? Will they manage to end it for once and for all? Or will they decide... They don't immediately go for the end. They seem to be pushing, maybe looking to get some fighting going on here. All of the team members have quite a while before they respawn. I don't know if they're going to end. I fucking hope so. I want to go to bed. And they push up. And he manages to fear Absolute Radiance into the tower, with Saiyan Princess being jumped on by Ivano, who has taken their kindness for weakness and has killed both of them in his own base. He really, really didn't want to let them end the game there. Maybe an ego thing. But this guy is responsible for me now having to stay up even longer. He could have just let them end the game there. Could have just accepted it. Shadow Wizards farming some chickens or something. And Team Dark Cosmic take out the Elder Dragon. However, Polter and Ivano are fighting. Will Polter take him out? Polter does manage to take him out, barely escaping with his life. Shadow Wizard and Zephy now standing face to face with Polter, who is still 1 HP from the fight with Ivano. And he does get taken out by Zephy, and it may look like he will take out Shadow Wizard as well. But now he's got the backup of 3 of his teammates. And it's too late for Wizard, who does get taken out. And Eope manages to just get away, as Darkseid does not want to die. And Zanuck manages to nearly take out Darkseid, but Darkseid manages to use E and get away along with the Yomus. Zanuck taking another chunk of damage from Darkseid, who gets away with his life again. Can you tell how defeated my voice is starting to hurt now? Like, I'm doing so. I've been casting for like fucking an hour now. And Eope does take out the bot tower, leaving one more tower until their bottom inhib, and he goes in on Save Princess with a one-shot, taking her out completely. With Eope finally being taken out by Team Dark Cosmic. You know who I wish would be taken out? Me, with a gun. Bihu jumps on the spot. He's so excited with the game. No, I'm gonna see this through to the end, Lou. I'm not giving up on this. You know, you got all these worlds announcers who do this for fucking all day, every day. And granted, they have water and I had Diet Coke, so they probably have a bit more of a stamina. Zephy is going to close in on Absolute Radiance, who managed to walk away. Darkseid may be looking to get a jump on one of them, but they are also tanky. Will it make a difference? He spots Zanuck from a distance. Is he going to be able to respond? He does not respond. And Zephy And Darkseid takes out Zanuck with a 76-second respawn timer. Yeah, no, true, they do get paid. I'm sort of just enjoying the thrill. I had a Chinese tonight, and I didn't have to pay for it, so that was my payment. Anyway, they might end now, they might not. They probably won't, they're probably just having too much fun. I can hear Kira laughing in the other room, so they're obviously having enough fun. And they continue to push up into the mid lane, with Bihu being the only thing that's standing in their way currently. However, Iopi has spawned back in, and Iopi jumps in and takes out Darkseid with absolute ease, with one auto attack, because that's just what level they're at. And Bihu takes an absolute beating from Team Dark Cosmic, but he's just too tanky to take down that easily. Absolute Radiance jumps on the Iopi. Will he get the kill on him? Bihu takes him away from the fighting. However, Bihu's going to take the beating himself. And Bihu uses his jumpy thingy on himself. And the whatever fucking team kill some inhib or something. And they kill Iopi. It doesn't matter because... Wait, what? They're just... Why is... What? Am I missing something here? Why can't they destroy the... there we go. That's weird. Zanuck killed Wizard. Zanuck's now just chilling. Absolute Radiance gets killed by Ivano, who goes on to kill Saiya Princess 13. Maybe, yeah, who takes... Ivano needs to stop taking the game so seriously and let me go to bed. I feel like he's personally holding me hostage here. Potter takes some wolves an hour into the game. I can't imagine he has any item. I don't know if it's 8. Hang on. It is 80 Vex. 80 crit Vex to be specific. Holy shit, that's like the fucking OG Yasuo build. Do you remember the OG Yasuo build? My voice is going. And Team Mythmaker push into Dark Cosmic space. Are they looking to win this time, or are they going to also take the piss? Zanuck going for Polter, who manages to take him out due to the tower shots. With Darkseid going in to backdoor them. Will Darkseid manage to get the backdoor? He's got a lot of pressure on him and he doesn't manage to. However, meanwhile, Mythmaker are still pushing in on Dark Cosmic space, seemingly with no let up. Someone dies. Absolute Radiance kills Nautilus. Ivano just walking around. He has the damage. Is he going to take out Shadow Wizard? He doesn't manage to take out Shadow Wizard, and Absolute Radiance manages to poke him in the eye and take him out of the fight. Polter carries on farming mid. He's very, very strong now, but Iopi walks up to him, which could be enough to kill him as it is. It could be an all-nighter. I think you could be right about that. They continue pushing up the mid lane with Bihu not having much fight against this. Jumping in on them. Iopi taking out Wizard in one hit. Yet again, this is the problem with the squishies that they have with Polter taking out Bihu. That is a big tank they don't have in the game. Iopi walks back to base. I don't know what he could possibly have to buy this fucking late. Carrying on walking up. They attempt to end the game. Maybe. Zanuck popping his ult to jump onto them, and he doesn't manage to make anything of it as he does die in the process. And there's a tower there for some reason. I haven't played League in a while. I don't know why there's an active tower there. Iopi gets a bit of poke on him from Absolute Radiance, who then gets stunned by the Nautilus ult. They jump in on Nautilus. Are they going to take him out? They do manage to take out the Nautilus, which could aid to them either ending the game or... Oh, they respawn now, that's gay. And they all jump in on Team Dark Cosmic, who do manage to take out, with Ivano being taken out by Polter and Saiya Princess 13, with Polter's Guardian Angel being used. And Team Dark Cosmic have taken out yet another Elder Dragon. They really aren't waiting around for them. They may be looking to end, which, if anything, is not great news for them. It's great news for me. B, who has jumped in on Team Dark Cosmic, but he has got absolutely no fight as they do get taken out. And I believe this could be the end. And it is, with the winners being Team Dark Cosmic. Ivano's getting the fuck out of there. Holy shit. What a video game. I don't know what the fuck I just watched, but I know it took over an hour. For the final game stats, lots of kills, lots of deaths, lots of gold. Just great fun. Mel, your boyfriend is personally responsible for holding me hostage. I just want to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I did. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.